Hi, today I'm going to be talking about our school, kindergarten through third grade, and the technology that I am suggesting that we bring to our school. And I feel like we should bring iPads to our classrooms. And so today I'm going to be talking to you about the problems about not having technology in the classroom, two, the solution, three, the cost, four, how I'm going to be implementing it in the classroom, and five, the impact. So first, let's start with the problem. The problem with not having technology in the classroom. So students need a way where they can work at their own pace and have curriculum that is more student to student needs versus the class needs. And what I'm saying is with iPads, students are right now without iPads. Students are just kind of doing a set curriculum, and some students could be falling behind, or some students, the more gifted students, are kind of getting bored with what they're doing. And so the solution is adding iPads to the classroom. This way, students can work at their own pace and also add a more creative touch, and teachers can make apps to make lessons fun and inclusive to students' needs. So, adding the iPad to the classroom, the teacher's going to be able to share more with the students. The teacher's going to be able to have more of a personal touch to the classroom. And when I say personal touch, is that they're going to be able to make things app-wise, stuff that they think that will benefit the students. And also, they're going to be able to track the student, what they're doing with their iPad. They're going to be able to share things faster. With the iPad, the student will have in their hands the technology they need, and they'll be able to see what they're supposed to do. And it will also, bring more to the classroom. And I will talk about that more with the impact, but just something to keep in mind that the iPads are really going to be good for the classroom and make a big impact and be a positive impact. So for the cost, I believe that for me, I think that each student should have their iPad, because I think that it's easier for that way. If you need to send them home for homework or anything, it's just easier to have each person have an individual iPad, so it's like individual work for them on their iCloud, and each student has like their own iPad. I think that would work out better than trying to share iPads with everyone else. And so for 200 iPads, I picked the Generation 7 at 128 gigabytes, and the total cost would be $79,800. So how I would implement this is that each student would get an iPad that would be theirs for the year and would turn in at the end of the year. Teachers would keep the iPads in their room and send home when necessary. So each teacher would be responsible for their students' iPads and would be responsible for using them as they see fit, because I know that maybe not every lesson will need an iPad, so you can have something for them. And maybe, the homework, I feel like might be easier. Send home the iPad, and that's also another way to keep in contact with parents. So if you have the iPad, you could maybe send home a video message with the iPad. There's so many options with the iPad that you can do that isn't just limited to the student. It could be student parent, student teacher, teacher parent. And so going into that, the impact would make learning more accessible to everyone. The iPads would help make students' ideas more creative and help students do one-on-one work or working with partners. Also, iPads will make it easier for teachers to track students' progress and be able to bring more things to the classroom with this technology. So teachers could even have like, instead of going on a field trip, like if that you want to go see things that maybe aren't in your state or in your area, the iPad, you will be able to go and see those places and still be very interactive, which I think would be really cool. And kind of going back to more one-on-one, like students will be able to work more on their own pace or go ahead and do other things because all the technology is all in the iPad. I feel like this is going to really improve our students' learning with this having iPads in our classroom. And I think it will make the teacher's life easier by having more contact with their students, and they can see what their students are excelling at and what they're struggling with. And I feel like it will have more of a connection with our students' learning. So I really hope you consider my offer with the iPads and to implement this into our school. Thank you.